welcome to the Linux Geek channel. Today we're going to look at the FreeNAS Mini. The FreeNAS Mini, it saves your life, it says, and it looks like it definitely will. So today we're going to get into opening it up. Alright, got a couple of tools here. Alright. Got some thick plastic. Excited to get this thing open. See what we have in here. Some foam. Some more foam. Now this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Wow. So it came with these. These are pretty neat. Some really cool stuff actually. Little bracelet there. And this manual. So it came with all this stuff. We have an Ethernet cable and a power cable. Ethernet. Power cable here. A couple keys to secure the drives. A ton of screws. This is going to be pretty cool. I believe we actually get to build this some way. Because inside here there's 4 3TB Western Digital RIG drives. These are awesome drives, by the way. Oh, these are NAS 3.0, so that's even better than what was on the website. Box inside of a box here. And the IX system box here. Alright, well actually I guess we're going to have to put the horns back on. It says that it won't power on without wearing those, so let me get those back on. Pretty excited to get this. This is awesome. Ethernet port on the back, management port, USB, serial cable, and SVGA. Here's one of the drives here. Pretty cool drive trays too. Alright, we're booting up now. As you can see, it's found all the hard drives. Alright, so now we're at the login screen. The username is root and the password is ABCD1234. And we're into our system right here. You can change the host name to whatever you want. We're going to leave ours as default right now. So You can check out some of the options here. Of course, you can configure your HTTPS. We're not going to do that right now. Your boot drives here. And the notifications are pretty cool, so you'll definitely want to set that up if you want to keep an eye on your storage, and I definitely do. The storage is one of the most important things, and people don't realize that until they find out that they needed it. So this is something that's really important, and they do a really good job. The FreeNAS team is really awesome. So tunables, that's like extra stuff you can add in. You can also have it automatically do tunables as well to try to figure out, how to make things work best on your hardware. But that's something you should, learn and play with. And you can check your updates here. This is your certificate authorities for the HTTPS and everything. And then support. If you have a login here. I don't. I wish I did, but I don't, so that's okay. So now we'll go ahead and take a look at the storage. Right now we don't have anything configured, so we're going to go into Volume Manager, and we'll just make a test here. So we're Linux Geek Storage Pool 01 there. And here's our 4 drives, so we'll just stick that on there. You can mirror it, and then of course you're going to get some really good redundancy and really good speed there. Or you can stripe it and just take all the data that's available. So of course we're gonna mirror it. So data integrity is more important than space for us. So here we go. The FreeNAS appliance. So we're gonna go ahead and log in with the root and the default password. Alright, it's created. So now at this point you're ready to do any sharing or anything like that you need to do. But first, make sure you turn on the services that you need. So you have your Apple share in there, Windows sys. This can actually be a domain controller, FTP server, iSCSI target. I mean, the possibilities are pretty much endless as far as storage is concerned. They have it pretty much all in this one box. I use NFS, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. So let's see here. SSH, I usually get in through there and do look at my jails. So, and we'll go ahead and do Apple. I don't have any Windows machines, so I don't need CIFS at all. NFS and AFP should be fine for me. So we're ready to go now. Now we can go over to sharing. And then you have your different types of shares available right here. So actually what you want to do first is create a data set. So let's go back over to storage. And we'll look at the volumes that we have here. And here's our Linux Geek Storage Pool 01. So we're going to expand that, go inside and create a data set, and we'll just do, we'll just name this one Apple. Add the data set there. Alright, and then we'll make another data set right here. And we'll name this one Nix. Alright, so now we have 2 data sets and we're ready to share them out. So we'll go ahead and do the Apple one first. Here's our storage pool. And here's our data set for Apple. And then we'll go over to Unix, NFS. We're going to browse here, go into our first storage pool, and grab the Nix folder. We're going to hit OK. Let that create there. Now we have a share for both. So on a Mac, if you have your Finder here, you can just go to K and you'll see it. So I do a lot of FreeNAS stuff, so you'll see these are my 2 machines right here. And I'm using the ZFS synchronization to keep these 2 together so that if this one dies, I have this one. And basically with Overt, the way I have it set up with the multipathing, if one whole array goes down, my VMs still stay online. So that gives me the opportunity to work on, my primary file server. If I need to do anything like memory upgrades or anything like that, I can just go ahead and shut this guy down and let everything transfer over to this guy here. So FreeNAS, that's the one we haven't named yet. That's the new machine over here. We haven't created a user yet for it, so we can't quite log in. So we'll go do that now. So we'll make a Linux Geek user here. And I'm not going to fill all that out right now. Just do a default password 1. Alright, he's ready to go. Oh, no he's not. Oh. Gotta give him a name here. Can't be nameless. Alright, so that user's being created right now. Alright, now that my user's been created, we can go ahead and go back over to storage and edit these data sets to give my user the permissions that it needs to see the shares. We're going to go to change permissions. Owner is going to be LG. Owner group is going to be LG. So just saying that I own everything that's inside there. You can do Mac permissions and set permissions recursively. Alright, so that's done now, so let's go ahead and go take a look. So this may list it, it may not, it kind of picks and chooses when it wants to do what. So we're just going to go to connect as. Alright, so we're going to connect as the LG user. And there's our Apple folder. So inside here we should be able to create a new folder. Alright, so as you can see we obviously have permissions there. And you're ready to go. Same difference, if you're going to do it with NFS, then you can either mount on a command line or mount through FSTab. I generally do it through FSTab because most of my systems need full access. I use FreeNAS for virtually everything that has to do with storage.